Good morning, everyone. Today is quite a bit earlier of a morning than usual. Had some four-legged fiends in my front yard this morning that were tripping my security cameras. I think they were going after, get close to my water bottle, roll around. They were going after my girls' jack-o'-lanterns that they carved up. So, thankfully it looks like there's no casualties this morning, so I might have to reposition them in case they come back. I know in previous years we used to keep them in our garden, and the deer definitely had their way with them. There wasn't much left of them after a night or two. But we did have a pretty respectable herd of deer that were showing up. I don't know if you call it a herd. Not a pack. I don't know what you call it. Anyways, this morning is a isolation leg workout day, and I do have a little twinge in my left calf, and I'm not sure. I think it might have been from walking on it in a weird way on a trail yesterday. I kind of rolled it on a little divot, but we'll work around it. If it causes any pain, then we'll just avoid doing calf raises. So on the menu today then is going to be basically just a mixture of extensions and curls, probably some glute bridges, and that's pretty much it. I might try to throw in some hip abductors and adductors. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see. We'll see how much time we end up going through. I was up early and kind of checked my phone, and I was back and forth if I should even, what I should do, if I should go to the gym or if I should just maybe edit a video. And I figured after my previous videos being early and not having a lot of other people in the gym right now, it might be best to just try and sneak in a workout and see if I can record some content without worrying about other people being in the shots, because the leg machines are all kind of centered around the middle of the gym, which means there's not really a lot of places to put my little mini tripod up without having to sit it on like a bench or another machine. So we're gonna be the only people here this morning, it looks like, unless this car's pulling in as well, which it is not, because it is the police. This guy, I think he works every night during the week. I don't know if he works a day shift ever. I don't think I'm going to have much of a pre-workout chat in today. The only thing I'm going to work on, I think, with the isolated, wow, it's a very bright light, with the isolated legs is trying to be a little bit more intense. That sounds kind of like a weird word to use. more intentional, I guess would be the best word, with the lifts. It's not to say that typically I just kind of like lollygag through it, but I think, like focusing on contractions of like, especially leg extensions, I'm really trying to like, focus on the different muscles in the quad, right? So I'm gonna see if I can, work on like rotating my leg a certain way to get like the medial versus the lateral heads of the quad. The hamstring, not too worried about. I feel like on the 2 or 3 machines we have, it's pretty easy to hit all the muscles, so shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, we'll get in there and see what we can do. What? What? Yeah. 20. I have no idea what I did to my leg. So the trick's gonna be likely lighter weight on the back string muscles. So hamstring, calves, and glutes. I'll see how the quads go after I warm them up. So that'll be next. Oh my god. After these sets, of course. 2, 3, 4. So, by no means does reducing the weight mean reducing the intensity or the load on the muscle. Well, maybe the load on the muscle, but just do more reps and burn it out that way. I feel like it's loosening up. I think it might just be a deep cramp. Anyways, I'll do one more set of these and we'll move on to warming up the cat or the quads and go from there. So there's not going to be a lot of these because, like I said, right now we're recording it across an aisleway, which isn't super convenient for other people, but so this is my bummed up knee right now, but I wanted to talk about pretty much every body part, there's multiple muscles obviously, but a good trick is if you're trying to isolate different parts of the muscles or different muscles within a body part is to change your angle of movement. So for example, for quads, if I'm wanting to hit a certain part of the leg, I'll keep my knees together, kind of splay my feet out, versus if I want to hit a different part, knees can come apart a little bit and feet go together. And that kind of just adjusts the angle that you're pulling on the groups. So if you think about it one leg at a time, if you're like this, you're going to be isolating more of the interior part of your leg, versus if you're like this, it's going to be the lateral part or the outside. So I'll try it outside. So knees together. 1, 2. I think we'll do one more and burn these out. So you can do the same thing with your calf muscles as well. If I'll show you in the weightlifting or the studio hopefully, but Jesus, I have no idea what I did this. Anyways, the calf muscle has multiple insertion points as well. So when you're pushing calf raises, you can angle your, I'm not sure if you can see my feet even. Yeah. Angle your feet as well to hit the different parts of the calf muscle. Okay. So for me, the easiest way to remember is whatever direction your heels are in is the head of the calf muscle you're going to activate. So heels out, lateral or outside. Oh. Heels in is medial or inside. Oh my god. And obviously straight on will do both equally. Oh god. Got that loud ass fan blowing against, so it's probably gonna be all messed up audio. But here's where we're at with legs, calves. I don't know, this whole lighting thing is still new to me too. But definitely want to work. This is the hamstring and calf that's all messed up right now. That's alright. See how that's gonna look. I probably recorded everything on the wrong video settings, so that'll probably be a fun one to try and edit the colors back to normal. So leg day is all done. That one calf is a bit sore, but I think it's mainly just cramping. I don't know what I did. I think it might have been yesterday. I was kind of way too loud. I was doing some stretches and stuff. I might have just pulled it the wrong way. Either way, it seems like it's mainly just kind of like a sore tendon, or anyway, nothing severe. Didn't impede many of the lifts. I just went a little lighter on some of the back string exercises, and it cooperated. What is going on with this guy on the road now? Security. One thing I'm gonna have to work on, and I know it's mainly because I'm trying to record stuff and I'm really uncomfortable in the gym right now, is my time management, because I was there for probably a little over 2.5 hours right now, and that is not something that I can maintain. So it's gonna be one of those things where I'm either gonna just have to bite the bullet and just suck it up and start recording these shots regardless of being uncomfortable, or not record them at all, because I can't I can't stay at the gym for that long. Like I said, I was up a little early this morning, so that kind of mitigated any scheduling issues. But on a normal morning, like if I was happening to go to work for 6 o'clock, I would have been toast. It's already almost it's 10 to 7 right now, so that's a little a self-improvement thing that I have to kind of touch on or address on my own. I don't think there's going to be really any treatment that I can take, or not take, but there's no there's not going to be an answer other than just either doing it or not doing it. I can't tiptoe around it. I can't go to the gym any earlier in the morning. I'm not going through the middle of the night, so either I get comfortable with recording things with a few people around, or I just don't record. And if I can't get over that hurdle, then we'll see. I guess I'll start recording different things. All in all, the lifts went well. I got I was able to record some of the sets. As I mentioned in one of my clips, a lot of the machines are kind of in that central like island of machines, and it kind of cuts across a lot of like the laneways and stuff, and obviously I don't want to set a camera up right in a walkway. So the workouts today, we started with kneeling leg curls. So it's kind of like hamstrings. That was the first one that was a little sore in that kind of rear knee and calf area. So worked that, did light weights, and then kind of eventually slowly increased the weights, and that seemed to be fine. Then we did independent leg extensions. That one I did not get a recording of. And then we moved over to prone hamstring curls. Didn't get a recording of that. Seated leg extensions, that's bilateral one. I did get some shots of that. And then after that we moved to the glute raises and the standing calf raises, which I think got a couple little clips in there. I did a little pose down. I think everything's looking fine. Still obviously want to, lose a little bit of fat around the front of the legs to make the muscles pop a little more possibly, but I think we're on the right track. Anyways, I'm going to get inside, get the girls ready for school, and call it a day. So if you watch this far along, thanks for sticking around. And, feel free to follow along if this interests you, and you'll have a video up tomorrow likely. Take care.